everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to discuss about books which I have read recently and absolutely loved. Like, these were the books which I had never in my wildest dreams imagined that I would pick them up or read them or actually end up loving them. So I thought that these books deserve a video of their own, and so let's begin. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon so that you never miss a video of mine, and I would really like that. Okay, so first book is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. So this book is a little sci-fi and it has a touch of time travel, you can say. It has quantum physics. If you're an Avengers fan, then this book is for you. If you believe in the theory of multi-universe, then this book is for you. If you believe in time travel and the multiple existence of us in different universes, then this is for you. I absolutely loved this book. It was a thriller and I read an ebook of this book, which I don't do very often, and it kept me on my toes. I finished this book in a day or two and it was just mind-blowing. Next, second book is Educated by Tara Westover. So this book, oh my god, it's a memoir, sorry, excuse my pronunciation, but this book, oh my god, it was such a big eye-opener. So Tara Westover, she goes on to tell us about the important parts of her life, of how her family was a Mormon family, and how they did not believe in education or Western medicine, how essential education is for a child, for a human being. If you are not educated, you do not know the options for yourself, and how just the writing is beautiful. It sometimes this book got, it was too much for me. I had to constantly keep it down, take my time, just breathe. Like, oh my god, is this actually what happens with some families? Is this real? I had to question it, but this was true. This is what happens with so many people, so many children out there. And just pick it up to get a sense of reality, to know how trauma is internalized in a family. Like, sometimes even as a family, you discuss something and they just they tell you to sweep it under the mat, like it's all right, it happens. But some things are not all right, they do not happen. Pick this book up to know about trauma, about how education is important, how how families internalize such important topics that need to be talked out loud. Just pick this. Third book is What the Wind Knows by Amy Harmon. Okay, so this book is a historical fiction book. I love historical fictions. So it's based in Ireland. So I've never read a book set in Ireland. So it was very beautiful reading about Ireland and its history. And all. It's a historical fiction. Okay, so it's my weak spot. I ended up loving it, but there's a twist. There's an aspect. Okay, I will say it because it's everywhere out there. It's not a spoiler. Okay, so there's an aspect of time travel in it. And oh my god, the author has done such a good job in keeping that time travel a part of this book. Like, you think historical fiction and time travel don't go really that well together. I mean, I have never read such a book, and it was purely amazing. Historical element, it was set against the Irish resistance against the British, and that was something I did not know about. I've read so many historical books, but I did not know about it. So it gave me knowledge, and it was to some extent a thriller for me, because I was on my toes continuously in this book. I was like, what will happen next? So it was really fun to read. Like, it is a historical fiction novel with a touch of romance, a touch of thriller, a touch of time travel, and pick it up. Just read it. I mean, even the writing style of this author, I mean, this book has really, it has, what should I say, prompted me to pick up more books by this author, Amy Harmon. The writing was so good. Like, throughout night. Like, I started reading, I remember the last half of this book, I started at 12 o'clock at night, and I did not even realize how the clock struck 5 and it was morning, and I was like, oh shit. That was when I realized how good her writing is. So do pick this one. Okay, the fifth book, Lullaby by Leela. I don't know. Lullaby. So okay, so this book is a translated book. It is originally written in French, so it has been translated into English. And oh man, it took me a while. Like after I finished reading this book, it took me like 2 days to digest this book and think about it, contemplate like what the hell just happened. In the first chapter itself, a major incident has happened, and the whole book is just retracing the steps like which led to that incident. But the author leaves it at an open ending. The author wants you to decide for yourself. Like, it's not in your face like this person was like that, that's why this major incident happened. It's not a very in your face pointers. These are very subtle pointers in every chapter, in little nuances, little things that the character is doing in the book, which leaves a trace that this might be the reason that that major incident happened. I mean, I'm not a very good explainer, but it was beautiful. It was something like, you read mystery books, and I have read so many. Like, I started reading with mystery books, but then this weird or out of the box or totally odd type of book comes up, which totally shakes your thought process that I have read so many mystery books and this is still amazing. Okay, so the last one which I actually finished reading, I think 2 days back, was Mothering a Muslim. So in this book, basically the author interviewed over 100 families and talked to them about the discrimination which Muslim children face in their schools, and how this discrimination has really reached its peak in the last 6 years since the major change in government in India. So the incidents are so horrifying. Like, these are actual schools, actual families which are narrating this, and there are schools, and the author has done a very good thing that she has named these schools in the book, because there are schools which did not take any action when the complaint was registered to them against this discrimination, and then there are schools which have taken action, and these are all big shot schools. So if schools do not do anything about it, the child learns such things and grows up to be a discriminating person. But that is not what this book is all about. In this book, the author also goes on to tell how not only outside the community, but the discrimination is inside the community as well. How good of a religious person you are, how your clothing defines you, how modern you are, all this sort of discrimination is inside the community as well. And how this conservative thought process came into place after a lot of Indians started visiting the Middle East, the Gulf, and how that influenced this thought process. And there are a lot of real life data, facts and interviews which the author have given to support her writing. And I believe, this is an eye-opener. It's a very quick read, it's a very short book, and I really wanted it to be a longer one, but it is a big eye-opener. I think everybody should read it. You can't call yourself woke and not know about these things. It's really important to talk about these topics and address them. I hope you guys would pick up some of these books or have already read some of these books. Just let me know in the comment box down below.